everyone, and welcome back to Sip and Spin. My name is Skylar, and over here is Brittany, and today we are back playing Dragon Age Inquisition.
Yes. We did the deep roads last time, and I believe we need to check here. Yes. Okay, so this is done.
Oh, Inquisition hunters have returned with a number of quality Kratel hides ready for sale.
Okay. Okay, we still have two more down here. So, the Inquisition has identified several Cathriel dens in the caves near the entrance to the Bastion of the Pure. An experienced group of hunters could return with a stockpile of hides for sale and kill them in the process. Did we not just do this?
I thought we did.
Okay. Oh, okay, then what's this one? Scouts report an increase in Shao patrol activity in the region. If allowed to continue unchecked, they could present a threat to the Inquisition's interest. Armored patrols could be sent out to keep them from taking over the area completely. Okay, so a show of force will make it clear that they cannot operate freely. Sure. And then I guess we'll do this other one again if we have to. Maybe it's just one you can keep doing.
Maybe.
So, other than that, though, I do believe that is the deep roads. So,
Yay.
now we have to decide what to do next.
We did it.
We do have a quest for Silas we could knock off pretty easily. We do have something here we can tie off also pretty easily. We still have those other side of Empress Leon where the really tough dragons are. We might still want to hold off on that for a minute or two. Honestly, it might be time to do a main story mission.
Okay.
So maybe tie off these and then do a main story.
Sure,
How
yeah.
does that sound? Okay.
Were we not going to do the other DLC, though, first? Because weren't there two?
There are. I didn't know if we were going to do two DLCs back to back or if we want to do a main story and then another DLC.
Okay.
Just to kind of mix it up.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, so we can do the little ones and then...
Okay, so well, since we have Silas with us, I guess we'll just go straight to this. Where? Okay, over here. So we'll do that.
Back in Redcliffe.
Yeah, we haven't been to this area in a while. Let's bun them on it.
Yeah, we haven't needed to because I made sure we cleared everything out before we did anything else.
We washed our hands of it. Now we're back. I was gonna say, like, maybe. Okay. Oh, God, I forgot how to play. Everyone ignore that. That was the wrong button. I've been playing so much Polya lately, I'm getting all of my buttons confused with there.
Oh, see, I've been playing Poly on mouse and keyboard.
I do it on my Steam Deck, so it's kind of like a controller.
See, and that was always my issue with It Takes Two, is because you had me playing it on controller, and I'm so used to Switch controllers, because that's the only controller I use, and the Switch buttons are not the same.
That's true. You have to, like, learn every different set. Okay, so I have to, oh my god, I just want the map. Because that's Polya's map button, so I keep pressing that. Okay, we need to go to the right. Around this way. And like triangle and Polya makes you run faster, but if I press it, it's just gonna make me invisible, but I really want to press it to make myself run faster. But you can't do that.
Although I can tell you how long on Polya I spent trying to jump over the gorge and the temple with my glider and just kept landing on the wall and falling all the way down before I realized you needed to jump to the little spot on the side. I think I did it for like 30 minutes being like, I was like Googling like, how the fuck do I make this jump? Like, what am I doing wrong? And so before I realized there was like, you literally just needed to go down to the floor instead of trying to go directly across. And I was like, okay, that's fine, I guess.
Why don't you go on this? Oh, well, let's go. Well, oh, there's a bigger. Well, okay, you can. He's not even after us.
He's running away.
Disengage. Guys, come on. This is our goal in here. Thank you. Sorry, gold. Or rain, whatever you are. So let's bring us to the freakiest of places. So romantic. Rude! I was busy!
I was trying to light the beer.
I wanted to see. Oh, there's a nice guy here.
These pronounce brazier, right? I know the clothing items pronounce brazier, but I didn't know if the light.
I've heard it.
Or if it was like
Right.
brazier.
I've heard brazier, brazier. I feel like there's another one, but I think I've said both. I think I've said brazier and I've said brazier.
I just usually say
Like
brazier because that's what the clothing
The
item is.
braziers.
I've only ever seen it going down referring to the light. I've never heard someone refer to like the light stand out loud before.
Oh yeah.
I've only ever seen it.
Yeah, it's one of those where you're just like, I think both are correct. It's kind of like in Sims. There's build mode, and then I've always said live mode, but I've been watching a simmer on YouTube, and she keeps saying live mode.
Oh,
And
see,
I'm
I've
like-
always called it live mode.
Because I always thought it was like live, like this is live, it's not pause, so
Yeah.
it's like live. But then, like now, every time she just says live, and I'm like, huh, I've never really thought it would be that also. But I guess, I mean, it makes it, like, I think either work. But it's just funny how words work. Am I really full? I guess we haven't been to Skyhill in a while. We should probably do that afterwards. Oh, I kind of want the diamond though.
Well, is there anything cheap in our inventory we can destroy?
If I figure out how to work my inventory, maybe. Maybe this. Can't destroy that. Okay, never mind. Do we think a vase or a diamond is worth more money?
I don't know.
Let's go for the diamond.
I'm like, you probably know better than I would.
I've never paid attention to that shit. I just, take it, sell it. I almost never spend my money in this game anyway, so it doesn't really matter. See that over there, but this before I forget. I see you over here. Nice. Alright. I think that's it. And that's another mission done.
Easy peasy.
That is it. Don't be good stuff. I'm okay with leaving all of that, I think. Like I said, we're not really hurting for money. Okay. Travel out of here then. I need to clear up this inventory. And we probably need to check the war table here also. I guess.
Yeah.
It's been a minute because we've been on the deep roads.
Mm-hmm.
So let me do some quick inventory and then we'll do war table and then we'll go do that guy we need to kill. Carol or whatever. Okay, we got another. What were we even going for?
I don't remember. Because I know we had all the knowledge.
I think I got all
Was
of
it
them.
Friends in High Places?
That's just
No, it wasn't. But we got all the knowledge ones, and I remember that being the thing I was focused on.
that could be fine. That one could also be fine. Honestly, we've got the important ones already. Now it's just kind of. Oh, maybe focus. That's probably a good one.
Okay, then let's do that.
Yeah, we'll do the master focus, and then maybe after that, true grit would be good because it gives all party members a 10% increase to defenses.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm happy with that.
Because I remember my only goal was to get all the knowledge,
Yeah.
and we did that, and so after that, I was like, I don't know, man.
Yes. Okay, yeah, we were just sending people to do
random stuff, yeah.
We might be done. So he got some medals. Like I said, we're getting to the Josephine just got money. Oh, okay.
Oh, Hard and Hightown. Treble and Skyhold. Nightingale, 2 points. 1, that book is abysmal, and the entire code-breaking department wants to ritually set it on fire. The message is double encrypted. The message in the mistakes is in a merchant's guide cipher. We have not yet broken the guild's code. Scrivener.
Okay, and that gave us... Yeah. Okay. Revenge of the Merchants Guild. Uh-oh. An unsent letter from Varric awaits in the war room, addressed to Jarek Dace, Dinamir Merch Guild.
Dinner room?
Oh, yeah, okay. I don't know where... I think I'm still in Palia. God, I need to get out of my head. I can't even read. Jarek. I need a key to the Merchants Guild cipher from 1 month ago, and you still have payments left on the loan house Tethyrus gave you for your rescue mission to Agmarak. So I think we can make a deal. I get the cipher, and your debt disappears like financial magic. And Nightingale, since I know you'll open this and read it before it gets sent, don't bother to keep a copy. The guild changes their codes every month because dwarves are naturally paranoid. Varric. Okay, send the letter to Denerim. Getting the cipher will help Liliana find the killer.
All right.
Let us begin.
Let's do it. And I guess, once again, you guys can just go do some shit. I'm always paranoid, like we skipped one for later though, so I wanna make sure. Okay, how about... Oh, Cullen can't. Oh, because that's right, he's doing the Deep Roads thing. Okay. Liliana.
Let's see what we have.
Go get some cloth. Alright. Good
Do we
talk,
not
guys.
want to, investigate it? There was, the investigate the frost.
That just opens up a new area.
Oh, okay.
So, the DLC.
Oh, okay. So we'll wait.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So...
Let's go defeat Carol.
Yes. Which is... Oh. Who wants to talk to me? This way? In this little corner? I can't go in this door. Hello? Ah.
Maybe go around the corner over there? Was there not...
This is just a room.
Oh, was there not anything over...
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
Which is where the alluvian is. I don't... Can I go on this other side? Hi, Morgan. Don't mind me.
We're not weird, we promise.
Running around like a crazy person. Okay. We'll take the long way around, I guess. Hi, Silas. Don't mind me.
Just dropping in to say hello.
Go over there. Yeah, okay. We're gonna figure
This
it out.
better be worth it.
It won't be, probably. I'm trying to think what it could even be, just based on how often I play this game. And I'm coming up blank.
Do you remember this is one of the first places we talked to Black Colony?
It was. Oh, okay. It's an upgrade. I was like, what the hell is it over here?
Oh, gotcha.
Okay. Because I guess we have the materials for it. So, okay. Do you want to go Templar or Mage?
What do you think?
Templar, obviously. Now, we're going to get a cosmetic upgrade that declares the Inquisition's commitment to careful magical study. Will be the envy of any circle.
Yeah, well.
Irreversible.
That's fine.
Alright, Circle of Magi banner. Okay.
Yeah, when did we ever side with the Templars?
Never, even in my personal playthroughs, do I ever. Okay, now we good? Man, who are all these people wanting to talk to me all of a sudden? Okay. So, what's in here? I think I tried to talk to you before.
Oh, my
Nothing
maker,
happened.
you cannot imagine how many letters I've received about the fracas at Halam Shiral. Fortunately, you tied twice as many threads as cut, although it is yet bewildering at the center.
There are problems coming out of Halam Shiral.
There are always problems from Halam Shiral. We've lost a few contracts, but more than made up for it. Although, if a few commendations were given, it might retie some severed threads. I couldn't suggest how. That is better decided at your war table, and I'm not going near that thing.
Okay, so we got a new...
As you were.
We are here for you, Inquisitor.
Okay.
Alright.
Nice, okay. Cool. And then Meriden. Oh god, what does the bard want? It's never good when the bard wants to talk to you. Oh, now it went away. Do you not want to talk to me anymore? I swear, she gets glitched so often. She does have war table missions for you, but half the time she's glitched out and I can't even talk to her.
Well, we can at least talk to Bull and Krim and...
Gadar.
I think you talked about all this.
Ah.
Nothing new. There'll be new stuff after we do the main mission,
Okay.
but nothing yet. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason we can't do the Meriden stuff. Apologies. But we can go. Emerald Grapes.
Let's kill a man.
Just to watch him die. He's at. Here. Okay. Alright, who's going with us to kill a man?
Whose mission is it?
It's from Cullen. So, and no, it's not
so we
really
can't take
anyone's.
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's take Cole. And Dorian?
That's how you always sound so, like, unsure. It's literally whatever you want to do.
Just in case we need a mage. I was gonna bring Varric along, but then I was like, what if we need a mage? Because I can't imagine this is gonna be hard in any way, shape, or form. So I was like, just gonna kind of have fun with it. But usually there's always a chance that like you could need a mage to open something, or so I was like, let me just double.
Sometimes this can be a hard fight, but I think where we've done so much others, like depending on what level you do it at, we should be fine.
Yeah, just let them know we're coming.
We got a ways away. It's fine.
Also, though, in Palia, I suck at hunting and fishing.
I like the fishing. It does take a little getting used to, but the hunting can be difficult. It's why I said it's easier to do it with someone else. I made Richard go hunting with me yesterday, and it helped. So, because I just always shoot me a text if you see I'm on or something, and be like, "Help me hunt," and it just makes it easier.
Although I did get really upset, though, before I realized that it was fine, because I was literally in the middle of breaking a clay rock and had one more hit on it, and some guy just ran up and hit it, and I was like, and then he just took it and ran. I was like, did you just take my shit? But then it came up that I could still eat it, and I was like, okay. I was like, 'cause that's just so mean.
Yeah. Same thing happens when you work with anything with anyone. You both get it. Guys, do you want to fight the big guy behind you?
But I did have to Google like 4 times just to keep double checking that I could talk to an NPC at the same time someone else was talking to an NPC, because for a while there I literally just stood there waiting for like an NPC to finish, and then when they would walk away I would go talk to the NPC. I'm like, can you talk to the NPCs at the same time? And Google was like, yeah, you absolutely can talk to them at the same time.
Tell me you've never played an MMO without telling me you've never played an MMO. Oh.
I was like, I'll just wait in line. It's not my turn.
That's so cute.
Although I did, and then I felt really bad one day because I was just running because I was like, I was on a mission. I knew where to go. Had it pulled up. Was like following the little path, and someone I could see that they were running around with their bow, and I scared off one of the deer, and I was like, I'm so sorry.
That shit happens. Happens very often. Yeah, I'll get you this final one. Cool. Sounds good. Oh, Dorian. You're good. What do you do? Fire. Okay. We'll get you your last 2 fire also. Fire.
And then we can finish with electricity, I think, next.
Okay. Alright. Oops. No. Okay, I just want to become uninvisible. Why did you have to shoot him? Okay, anyway. That's that mission. It'd be easy.
Done.
Back to
Done
Skylar.
and done.
Do you know who you want to take on the main mission?
Our normal
Obviously,
crew.
Bull.
Yeah, this will be our usuals, I think. Maybe instead of Dorian Solus, but it'll be Blackwall and Bull for sure.
I'm gonna recommend you take Solus.
Then
because
we'll take
of
Solus.
dialogue with him and Morrigan. It's
Okay.
pretty interesting.
See, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was thinking of his revive, since we're doing a main
worship.
mission, like his revive skill. But
Now, this is the one kind of mission I'm like, take Solus, because
Okay.
he has pretty
I
interesting
turned aside that
dialogue.
shipment for good reason. That's what I told Lothorian, but he wasn't pleased. How many outfits does one man need? Next time he should go through the Merchants Guild.
He just wants his outfits. My boy likes outfits.
let him look good.
Save just in case. A lot of times I try to do, like, especially the main story stuff by myself again to refresh my memory before we do it on the channel. I didn't do that with this one, so I hope I remember everything.
Got claws.
Okay, and this one's ready.
All right. Tethers?
Yeah,
Are
Eric's
you-
last name, Tethris.
Oh. I mean, I just didn't know how to say it.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, Tethers?
Eric Tethris.
Are you still skipping out on meetings? You'd have a copy of this already if you showed up once in a while. Not that I mind. I'm happy enough to trade you a worthless piece of parchment for 1,000 crown debt. Jarek. A note has been added to the bottom in another hand. Message deciphered. Translation follows. My name is Varric Tethers, and I'm a Bronto-licking backstabber who steals customers. Scrivener.
Okay, that gave us Hard and Hightown, a worthy dwarf. Ruffles, Nightingale, and various agents named after crummy jobs. Thanks for looking into this bullshit mess for me. Based on what you've told me, there's only one person I can think of who specifically uses Bronto liquor. And as an insult, and also can't write worth a damn, Worthy, an acquaintance of mine from Kirkwall. Although, why he'd do all this, I have no idea. I owe you all drinks, Varric. So, we should capture Worthy ourselves and question him
It was
about how...
interesting to see how much has changed in Halam Shiral. And so little. Madame Méprise is a fixture. The sun will grow cold before she retires.
Okay, we were talking.
Or we should give this information to the Kirkwall Guard. They'll want to arrest Worthy. So let Kirkwall deal with it, or bring him here and have Liliana interrogate him.
You know what? Liliana, you do your thing, girlfriend.
Inquisitor.
All right. And for what Pride had wrought. The Inquisition is now a force to be reckoned with. Call its allies to rally their soldiers and march with Inquisitor Llewellyn's army to the Arbor Wilds, where they will face Corypheus' zealots one final time. The Inquisition must stop Corypheus before the Darkspawn Magister finds a long-lost elven artifact in the wilds that allows him to enter the Fade physically and claim its power.
Is that where we were in the first? No, that was the Mabari Wilds, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Okay.
or the
With an
Kakari
alluvion,
Wilds.
Kakari
Corypheus
Wilds.
could cross into the Fade in the flesh. Indeed, the Inquisitor can attest that these artifacts still work if one knows how to use them.
What happens when Corypheus enters the Fade?
Why, he will gain his heart's desire and take the power of a god. Or, and this is more likely, the lunatic will unleash forces that tear the world apart.
Well, we can't have that.
In Redcliffe, I saw the future Corypheus built. We can't let that happen.
It was always so, was it not? The madman would bury us all.
Pardon me, but does this mean everything's lost unless we get to the Alluvion before him?
Corypheus has a head start, no matter how quickly our army moves.
We should gather our allies before we march.
Can we wait for them? We should send our spies ahead to the Arbor Wilds.
Without support from the soldiers, you'd lose half of them.
Then what should we do?
Work as a team.
You overcome it. All three of you together. Josephine, have our allies send scouts to meet us in the wilds. Leliana, your fastest agents will join them. Together, we'll have enough spies to slow down Corypheus' army until Cullen's soldiers arrive.
Such confidence. But the Arbor Wilds are not so kind to visitors. Old elven magic lingers in those
So
woods.
is this the original spot
We'd
where we
be
found the
remiss
alluvion
not
in the
to take
ruins
advantage
that you
of your
started
knowledge, Lady Morgan.
as a
Please,
Dalish
lend us your
in
expertise.
their origins?
Is why I
No.
came
Oh,
here.
okay.
Although it is good to see its value recognized.
Oh, right,
Any
because
further instructions, Inquisitor?
Merrick? No, that's not her name. What was
Meryl?
her? Meryl. She moved it. We took it, yeah.
Yeah, so he doesn't have that one. This one's just one that Corypheus got wind of.
Okay, so
But,
this isn't even the original. There's more than one alluvion?
Oh yeah, that's why when Morgan took us through, we saw all those uncommissioned ones. There's a matching one to each one of those. You say that's how like ancient elves used to fast travel. Essentially, is they would go through alluvions and they were like scattered throughout, usually at holy places. So this one is an area that Morgan thinks is surrounded by ancient elven magic, and that's why we kind of have to beat him. But it's going to be dangerous because ancient elves don't play. So it might be like trapped and stuff. That's why this is a particularly interesting one to have Celis, because he has a lot of lore to dish out as we're walking around.
I'm proud of all of you.
The Inquisition began as a handful of soldiers. Thanks to you, we're now a force that will topple a self-proclaimed god. I could ask for no finer counsel, no better guidance.
I speak for all of us when I answer. We could ask for no finer cause.
We'll hound Corypheus in the wilds before he can find the temple or this alluvion.
I love my baby. All right, let's go.
Recommended level 16 to 19. We're 22, I think.
Yeah. Good with that team?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go, gang.
At this point, like, we're used to playing with Bull, and so it's like, with Bull and Blackwall, like, we've gotten used to their play style and their skills. Plus, I can't go anywhere without Bull, or I'll actually die.
Yeah, no, I always just pick him because I know that's the love of your life.
I think Josephine and Liliana should kiss.
I'm convinced they have.
Do I?
I said I'm convinced they have.
I was like, I know that's not what this is about right now, but just looking at it, I was like, they should kiss, for sure.
All the people.
room, baby. I need you to stay at the bar. If anything happens to you, I will kill everyone in this room and then myself. He would never stay in the bar alone.
Light 'em up.
Inquisitor,
How goes the battle, Captain?
the Red Templars fall beneath our blades, your worship. Commander Cullen says they're nearly finished. Our scouts saw Corypheus traveling towards an elven ruin to the north. We can clear you a path through his armies.
Hold nothing back.
Make the monsters pay, Captain. Leave none standing.
We shall not flinch, your worship, not a one of us. Andraste guide you, Inquisitor.
I wonder, is it Andraste your soldiers invoke during battle, or does a more immediate name come to their lips?
Dude, I can't even think about it.
Another way to let people down if I falter. Thank you for the reminder.
'Twas not I who raised an army of faithful to storm this land.
I didn't mean
Inquisitor.
to.
But I digress. If your scouts report
It
accurately,
was an accident.
I believe these ruins to be the Temple of Mythal.
Which is?
A place of worship out of elven legend. If Corypheus seeks it, then the alluvion he covets lies within. Let us hope we reach this temple before the entire forest is reduced to ash.
Alright, let's go, gang. Through the Arbor Wilds, which is one of the prettier areas.
It is very pretty out here.
And just, you have to go through it so fast. Okay, I get turned around. You have to make a weird line, I think. So, just follow the path. And we get Morrigan with this, which is fun.
Does she shapeshift in this game?
She does.
Ah!
There's actually a whole cutscene where she's gonna shapeshift.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's during this mission.
Now that's a view. Get your blood going.
If the soldiers aren't careful with their fires, they'll do Corypheus's work for him.
Do you sense the magic crackling? Something more powerful than the Red Templars stirs.
She's so ominous. It's so hot.
I love her so much. Already? We haven't even fought.
He's just down the hill, Inquisitor. He wishes to join you for the last push.
Well, okay, we just started, but okay. Reached the first blockade. They're giving me potions already.
Oh my god, I want to live here.
Right, this area is always so pretty. It's one of my favorite areas, and I hate that you're in it for so little.
Like, I need like a cottage right in this area, and then like the way to town is just underneath the tunnel filled with mushrooms.
Yes.
I need to get better at identifying mushrooms because I have so many mushrooms that grow in my yard, and it freaks me out every time my dog sniffs one. I'm like, please don't eat that.
I have a mushroom book.
So I'm like, it'll be my luck. It'll be one of those that he like sniffs it and immediately dies, and that would be terrible.
Luckily, it's not really the sniffing that's going to be the biggest concern. It's going to be ingesting.
Yeah,
usually, if it's going to make them sick, they're more likely to throw it up first, especially an animal. Humans don't really have that kind of survival instinct, though. So pretty.
Oh, look at the. Oh my god, I love it.
And the waterfall. It's so pretty here.
I need to be here.
We're so overpowered. We're just veterans over these people.
As soon as we're done recording, I'm like, I must go walk. It's fine. Oh, down we go.
I knew that was gonna happen. Come on, guys. I took on the big one by myself. You guys can't take on the little ones.
So even after we do the main mission here, we don't unlock it a second area to explore with stuff. Aww.
No, we're just here for a little bit.
But
It is a cool mission. Leads to a cool area. I mean, the area's already cool. But,
Yeah.
Just going through it up there. Now you can kind of see Iron Bull's glow. Right, just then. Where you were like, you can't really see the thing we gave you. See? You kind of can.
That's awesome! It looks so cool! See, I made the right choice.
Alright. Keep going this way. Oh,
Those
you
were grey
exploded.
wolves. They must be the last of those enslaved at Adamant.
Poor bastards. Corypheus has them dying by the dozen.
Oh, not this way. Okay.
Oh, we can't. Just find a barrel. We'll ride down it.
Reach the second blockade, but where is it? Maybe it's this way. No, yes. Oh, look at that little elk. Cute. It's so pretty.
I know. See, like that grove would just be perfect for like a little cottage to be set up in.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, I think I don't, and like the birds, I don't necessarily know if this is like an off-limits place, but I do know it is kind of centered like a sacred area. That's why it's so overrun and stuff. And I think a lot of people are scared of like rumors of ancient elves, and like 'cause this is like leading to a temple of Mythal, so a lot of people are like superstitious. So that's why I think it's just so peaceful. It's because no one like disturbs it until, you know, Corypheus, motherfucker, came here.
Your haven and the divine.
Yeah, see, I'm just thinking about in real life, like.
Yeah. No, yeah, totally. I was just trying to give a little context.
For the herald.
Okay, well, calm down.
The monsters are running, your worship.
We're running after him, don't worry.
There, ahead. An entire camp of Red Templars.
Look sharp. They've got archers on the wall.
These archers?
Don't worry.
These archers?
I just put one to sleep. Whatever that weakened thing was that just knocked Poison to the ground.
That was Solus's rift punch thing, I think. Alright, that's it. You're smoking these guys. No one's like taking any damage either.
Iron Bull is like horny growling in the background.
Oh yeah.
Like every word he says is like he has it with a growl in his voice, and he's just like there's so much tension, like sexual tension.
Yeah, he's hype.
Love that he gets off on this.
Who were those elves? They didn't look Dalish.
It seems this temple of Mythal is not deserted after all.
Perhaps these creatures are the reason few return from the Arbor Wilds.
Now remind me who Mythal is again?
Mythal is the mother.
Okay,
like,
so that's who
she's-
we worship.
Yeah, that's who we have her Valisloon. But she is basically like the mother of the gods, of the elves.
That's what I thought, but then she said that they didn't look Dalish, but they probably are but isn't Mythal part of the Dalish elven pantheon?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
No, we I think we missed them. We did them too fast, unless you caught it. I was kind of busy fighting. But there were some like elves that were fighting the Templars also, but they kind of like disappeared.
Oh,
so they don't like they fight weird. They don't look like Dalish because you're Dalish. You would know.
Yeah.
A folded note, Captain Lowen. I don't want grumbling in the lower ranks that our Lord Corypheus handpicked Grey Wardens to be part of his honor guard over his Templars. Our charge is not to understand his will, it is only to obey it. Besides, our master's still sore he lost all but a few dozen enslaved Grey Wardens to the Inquisitor at Adamant. If your soldiers are smart, they'll keep quiet about it. Lieutenant Keldon. Is there trouble in paradise? Yeah, I don't even need to top up on potions. Good job, gang. Let's keep going.
Yeah. We're killing it right now.
Like I said, I knew doing the Descent DLC would kind of make us a little overpowered because it has the best armor and weapons in the game, and it also leveled us up a few levels. So I was like, yeah, we're gonna be probably fine. We could fight Corypheus right now if we could.
Do we get to? Because isn't this the final stand? This is the last thing?
That is what it's leading up to. We are right. He is here. I'm just trying not to let him beat us.
Yeah, but see, and that's why I thought we were putting off this main mission, because I thought this would like be the end.
No. There's a little bit left after.
Oh, okay.
Not a whole lot. Now I will say, very last part will be at Skyhold.
Oh, okay.
It won't be out in the world. It'll be at home. It's me. I didn't mean to do that. Don't even need them. Big guys. Disintegrate that one. Go me and Solus. I love it when he freezes them. So handy. Alright, well, that's done. We'll guard against them. Andraste guide you. Well, I'm not Andrastian, but okay. Don't know how many times I gotta tell you guys this. I'm a Dalish chef.
Been saying this since the beginning.
Whatever helps you fight harder, though.
You know what? How about this? Mythal guide me.
Yeah.
This is your home. I have your logo or whatever the fuck tattooed on my face. I'm in my goddess's home. That is also really cool. Like the fact that just without even realizing what I was doing, like just happened to choose the Mythal, and then now we're fighting back against Corypheus in Mythal's temple.
Mm-hmm. Kismet. So pretty. Oh, the light leaks.
Oh, the birds are so beautiful. So pretty. Okay.
Oh, wait. You friend? Your friend. Okay. May I join you for your high ground? Hey, there's Cullen fighting. Hot. Hey, Cullen. Bye, Cullen. Alright, enter the temple. Let's go.
You're doing a great job, sweetie.
Look at that temple entrance, though. It's so nice. Got the stags. Got wolves. Got more wolves. More stags. Birds. I still don't think. Yeah. I'll do.
There. That must be the Temple of Mythal.
I hear fighting ahead.
Me too. It's echoing throughout the temple.
Namelana Sabanale.
They still think to fight us, Master.
There's Corypheus.
These are but remnants. They will not keep us from the Well of Sorrows.
Well of Sorrows.
Be honored. Witness death at the hands of a new god.
Hey, y'all do something! Oh, fuck. Where's Bull?
He's here.
Okay. I'm like, I've seen everyone except Bull.
It cannot be.
Across the bridge, now!
Oh, what the hell?
Corypheus again. He possessed that Grey Warden's body to remake himself.
This fucking guy. Oh, there he is. Let's put down the same side. I have to look for romance and whimsy in war because otherwise I get too sad. So I'm like, yeah, we're closing the doors in panic because Corypheus just remade himself. Yeah, me and Iron Bull, we're pushing the same side door.
Because we're in love.
I have to look for the happy things.
You're not alone. That's why there's fan fiction.
Do I?
I said that's why
At
there's fan
last,
fiction.
Mythal's sanctum. Let us proceed.
See, I don't
before
even need the
Corypheus
fan fiction. I just start
interferes.
making stuff up in my
If
head.
he's here for a mirror, why'd Corypheus say he wants a Well of Sorrows?
I am uncertain of what he referred to.
Are they the same thing?
Could they be the same? Could Illuvian translate into Well of Sorrows?
No. It seems an Illuvian is not the prize Corypheus seeks. Yes, I was wrong. Does that please you? Whatever the Well of Sorrows might be, Corypheus seeks it, and thus you must keep it from his grasp.
Let's find this well before Corypheus's people do. I want to know how Corypheus returned to life. We saw him die.
And his life force passes on to any blighted creature, Darkspawn, or Grey Warden.
Then Corypheus cannot die. Destroy his body and he will assume another.
We'll find a way to stop him once we're done here.
'Tis strange. Archdemons possess the same ability, and still the Grey Wardens are able to slay them. Yet Corypheus they locked away. Perhaps they knew he could do this, but not how. Yes?
You said this Mythal was worshipped as a goddess.
Like, we wouldn't know who
So-
Mythal is,
Yeah.
but I
What
figured
is a
I'll do it
god
for
but
lore.
a being of immense power? The dread old gods were nothing more than dragons, after all. They rise as archdemons, and they die. Perhaps Mythal was a powerful elf, a ruler among her kind. History often plays storyteller with facts.
You admit lack of knowledge, and yet dismiss her so readily?
I do not dismiss her. I question her supposed divinity. One need not be a god to have value. Truthfully, I'm uncertain Mythal was even a single entity. The accounts are varied.
There are varied accounts of Mythal.
In most stories, Mythal rights wrongs while exercising motherly kindness. Let fly your voice to Mythal, deliverer of justice, protector of sun and earth alike. Other paint her as dark, vengeful. Pray to Mythal and she would smite your enemies, leaving them in agony.
More Dalish tales, I assume.
If you know more about this, Solus, speak.
The oldest accounts say Mythal was both of these, and neither. She was the mother, protective and fierce. That is all I will say. This is not a place to stir up old stories.
Whatever the truth, all accounts of Mythal end the same. Exiled to the beyond with her brethren.
What do you mean, exiled?
Tricked by the Dread Wolf, as all the elven gods were said to be, trapped in a land beyond the Fade. Many Dalish believe this is why the elves fell from grace, and their gods did not save them. Or perhaps they were simply rulers slain by Tevinter. Who can say?
You've seen the elves here. They seem odd.
Indeed. Two things are possible. One, this is a group of Dalish separated from their brethren, cultists, fanatic in their desire to keep humans away. Two, these are elves descended from the ancients, having resided here since before the fall of Arlathan. The second appears unlikely, but if true, the implications are astounding.
Which way do you want to go?
What's the one at the...
That means you have knowledge,
Okay.
and that's just a special to continue.
Okay. I guess could it be true then?
Is that even possible? How?
With magic, anything is possible. Whatever the truth, the Guardians successfully kept the temple a secret. They must kill all who enter, even the Dalish. A more sensible question might be, why?
Do you know what this part of the temple was used for?
The room we stand in is a vestibule, not the temple proper. To those who knew it, perhaps this ritual was little more than a polite knock at the gate. These customs must have been as familiar to ancient elves as bowing to a queen is to you or I.
I find it difficult to picture you curtsying to anyone.
Have we become so familiar you can predict my manners and customs now? Nothing is lost by indulging in the occasional civilized conduct, particularly when unexpected.
Let's continue.
As you wish.
I love it when Morgan like pretends to be like, you can't predict me. And then it's like, we're your best friends. Like the Grey Warden was your best friend, and now we as the Inquisitor are also your best friend.
Because I said so. Okay. I'm trying not to miss any of the murals. But, so you'll find mosaics of all of the different Evanors, the gods, and Morgan will talk about them, but I think that's deeper in. I might miss a couple, but I'll try to get them all. I love this music though.
I see the Red Templars have already encountered the temple's guardians.
Those elves lay an impressive ambush. Where are they?
Preparing another display of hospitality, no doubt.
And this is the typical statue representation of Mythal.
Mm.
Kind of like a dragon warrior related. Okay, they look like these, but I guess this isn't one. I can talk.
The Temple of Mythal, constructed in an age when elves, not men, dominated this land. They believed Mythal a goddess of justice. Elves came here to request judgment after they proved their worth.
Silence has reigned here for time beyond memory.
Also, after we finish playing this, you will be astounded by how much I will know about the Dalish Elf Pantheon before we play the other one, the next one. Unless I can't look at it until after that as well.
Okay.
Because I haven't looked at it yet.
Yeah.
I
would have to see what you're gonna look at because it changed a lot when the new one came out.
Okay.
So I could give you some stuff to
Okay.
read.
My thing is like, okay, my special interest since I was 5, and this is why I probably should have realized I was autistic a lot sooner, is because when I started studying for the academic team, one of the things they said there would be a lot of questions about mythology. So my mom bought me books upon books upon books, whether they were like historical books, like just like books for kids that are like really quick to read through, that are like, here's the basics of what you need to know, fictional books about mythology. I have been obsessed with any sort of mythology, like not just Greek mythology, but also Roman, Egyptian mythology, and this is a mythology. This is and so it is triggering me to be like, come to me. This is my thing. And so I haven't been able to like research anything or read any books on it or read anything about it because I didn't want to spoil myself for anything. So I was like, after this game's over, by the time we come back, you will be surprised at how much I know when I have the freedom to research it as I wish.
Yeah, I do like the mythology in this game. Here's the first mosaic.
Because since I have been, I said 5, but like 5th grade is what I meant for academic team. But I've been obsessed with it since then because it has literally not gone away out of my life since that point in time.
I love mythology.
I think about it daily.
That's why I like this game so much, honestly, that I like the lore and everything in it. Okay. Oh, I thought she was gonna talk. I guess I gotta read. Okay, the Rebel God. The Dalish use Heralin to mean traitor to one's kin, but the word does not appear in any Elven text before the Towers Age. The ancient root word is related to Heralin, or opposition, and Helathin, or noble struggle. The Dalish call Fen'Harel a god of deception, but I posit a far more accurate translation would be god of rebellion. What he rebelled against is a story lost to time. In Dalish legends, Fen'Harel seals away the other deities out of love of trickery. If we understood more ancient Elven, we might find earlier versions of the Dreadwolf story give him more nuanced motivation beyond spite. From A Treaty on the Pagan and Heretical Customs of the Elven by Celine Taverner, Amelina, commissioned by Empress Celine. Don't know who
Why would this be here?
Something wrong?
It depicts the Dread Wolf, Fen'Harel. In Elven tales, he tricks their gods into sealing themselves away in the beyond for all time. Setting Fen'Harel in Mythal's greatest sanctum is as blasphemous as painting Andraste naked in the Chantry.
My clan had Fen'Harel statues?
My clan set statues of the Dread Wolf outside our camp. They're meant to frighten harmful spirits.
Perhaps. I thought the ancient elves above quaint superstitions.
For all your knowledge, Lady Morrigan, you cannot resist giving legend the weight of history. The wise do not mistake one for the other.
Pray tell, what meaning does our elven expert sense lurking behind this?
Just love their big
None we can discern by staring at it.
Say it.
You two look like you're about to kiss when you argue.
'Tis time we pressed forward.
Agreed.
That's why I like bringing Celis, because they just bicker about everything. And I'm like, now kiss. I even say that line when I'm romancing Celis. I'm like, you look like you're gonna kiss.
Also, I love it because it reminds me of Alistair. And
Yeah.
like, how they
Really
just
does.
always bicker.
Corypheus's lackeys managed to open it. Perhaps the altar holds a clue.
Okay. One day I won't hit the wrong button.
So I can't see anything right now, but my glasses got smudged, so I'm gonna clean them.
It appears the temple's magics.
Yes, I
are
know. I wanted you to
still strong.
wait.
Okay, perfect time. I got my
Ancient
glasses and my
Elven.
headphones back
I
on.
can't make out much.
Atishol vir Abalasan. It means enter the path of the Well of Sorrows.
There is something about knowledge, respectful or pure. Shivenen. 'Tis all I can translate. That it mentions the well is a good omen.
It's start.
At least we know the Well of Sorrows was important.
Supplicants to Mythal would have first paid obeisance here. Following their path may aid entry.
So, good Andrastians, we offer a prayer to elven gods.
If need be, unless you wish to turn back. Well done. Let us see what awaits.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, you say that, Blackwall, but you've literally been following a Dalish elf
Right?
this whole
Now
time.
he wants to cause
Be
a
like,
fuss.
oh, good old Andrastians.
You guys aren't that good. We've also got a Canary and an elf, a Dalish elf. Like, what are we doing?
I'm like, Blackwall, we literally met for 5 minutes and you confessed your undying love for me. So, like...
Morgan's a witch. She ain't worshiping on Justin.
God, I can't wait to kill him.
Hold them off!
Cute. What was that jump? So majestic.
She was a fairy.
Literally.
Shatter. Yes. Oh, bye.
Well.
Every time he does that, it surprises me. I'm like, oh, where'd he go?
Especially because usually I'm about to attack him and I'm like, oh, no, I'm not.
Come on, we might catch them.
Hold a moment. While they rush ahead, this leads to our true destination. We should walk the petitioner's path as before.
You forget that army fighting for us out there? Longer we play around, the more Inquisition soldiers die. There's a hole. Jump in.
In this case, I must agree with the witch. This is ancient ground, deserving of our respect.
You see the urgency? We cannot find the Well of Sorrows unprepared.
Are you sure?
We don't know what's behind those doors. They might have a reason for going another way.
Had they the option, they would have proceeded. That must lead to their goal.
We're so sparkly.
Their goal. Or yours.
There is
Oh, look at Bull.
a danger to the natural order. Legends walked Thedas once, things of might and wonder. Their passing has left us all the lesser. Corypheus would squander the ancient power of the well. I would have it restored.
You're a romantic?
I wasn't expecting your answer to be so romantic.
Trust me, your surprise is matched only by my own. Mankind blunders through the world, crushing what it does not understand. Elves, dragons, magic. The list is endless. We must stem the tide, or be left with nothing more than the mundane. This I know to be true. I read more in the first chamber than I revealed. It said a great boon is given to those who use the Well of Sorrows, but at a terrible price.
What exactly did that altar say about the Well of Sorrows?
Like most elven writing, it was insufferably vague. The term I deciphered was Halam Shivanas, the sweet sacrifice of duty. It implies the loss of something personal for duty's sake, yet for those who served at this temple, a worthwhile trade.
Why not tell me this earlier?
Did you not trust me enough to tell me about this price when you read it?
I hoped to find more information. If I intended to cheat you, I would have feigned ignorance entirely. My priority is your cause, but if the opportunity arises to save this well, I am willing to pay the cost.
And gain what?
That is what we must discover. The rituals may point the way.
Which way do you want to go?
Oh, well, we have to treat the place with respect.
Okay. I was just double checking.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think there's anything to see around here. So. Oh, there's a ritual. Okay. Where is it at?
Also, the whole, like,
This way.
Morgan realizing, like, you know, all the terrible things that man has done and, like, caring about the elves and stuff. It always brings me back to the first game where we were, like, a Dalish elf and became her best friend, and then talking about, like, personal loss and sacrifice and seeing, like, Alistair die to the archdemon. Like, that was his, and, like, I just keep drawing parallels of, like, things that have affected Morgan and where...
Oh, yeah, definitely. Okay. Andril. One day, Andril grew tired of hunting mortal men and beasts. She began stalking the Forgotten Ones, wicked things that thrive in the abyss. Yet even a god should not linger there, and each time she entered the void, Andril suffered longer and longer periods of madness after returning. Andril put on armor made of the void, and all forgot her true face. She made weapons of darkness, and plague ate her lands. She howled things meant to be forgotten, and the other gods became fearful Andril would hunt them in turn. So Mythal spread rumors of a monstrous creature and took the form of a great serpent, waiting for Andril at the base of a mountain. When Andril came, Mythal sprang on the hunter. They fought for 3 days and nights, Andril slashing deep gouges in the serpent's hide, but Mythal's magic sapped Andril's strength and stole her knowledge of how to find the void. After this, the great hunter could never make her way back to the abyss, and peace returned.
What's this?
I believe we are in the presence of the elven goddess Ondrul, Lady of the Hunt.
Or a goddess of sacrifice, according to some.
Truly? I wonder if that is why Ondrul's patron animal is the hare. 'Tis said the Dalish invoke her before a chase, especially if they happen to be stalking humans.
No, we don't.
My clan avoided human settlements. Never mind raiding them.
A sound tactic, if one has room to maneuver out of harm's way. Other Dalish clans do not keep so scrupulously hidden.
Okay, who's over here? Oh, it was also Andril. Okay. So we still need to find Dirthaman, Elgin. another one? Yeah. So hold. Does this count? I told y'all to hold. Okay, I can't jump. Right. Okay. I really wish y'all weren't here. Come back over here. So let's both be good like Morgan and Blackwall. Come down.
Get off the shed.
Come down.
Guys.
All right. Stay there. Oh. I did not know there was one over here. Okay. I feel like I need to start at the back end then. Now I have a plan. Oh, fine. You're all just gonna run up here, so go for it. Okay, I want to start over from here.
Yes.
Nope. Nope.
As you wish.
No. Can I jump up here? Oh, I can. Okay. Great. Let's start. Didn't work. If y'all would get out of my fucking way. No.
Oh, well, that might help.
Okay. I still need y'all to get out of my fucking way, though. Okay, we'll do it this way. Only the one side is open? Did I miss a thing? It really bothers me when they just run around. I don't know why it bothers me so much, but it ticks me off every time I have to do this. Oh, is it timed? Oh, it's timed. Okay.
Move.
Guys!
Move.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh, but now it's... Frick. Okay, I see. I remember. I have to do the first part and then the second part. It's not timed, it's just locked off. It's coming back to me.
Oh, okay.
I just really wish they weren't up there. But they're not listening to my hold commands. No, that's not gonna work like I wanted it to. Okay. Let's start from here. That's gonna do what I want to do. This was the solution. And that should get off there. Switch you would get out of the fucking way.
Indeed. Time to proceed to the next ritual, I should think.
It's here. Oh. Okay, I thought that was death.
I do love that the ritual is just making
pretty bad.
yeah, the floor glow.
Stay this time? That'd be great.
That one was
Especially when you guys are staying.
We are
You guys don't
close.
fucking follow
There is
me.
but one more path to
I can
follow.
breathe. Mommy needs a breath. Okay. Was there any mosaics down here? Don't look like it. Okay. Trying to catch them all. Okay, I don't want to go towards this. I want to go towards this, but I also want to explore. Oh, there's a mural. I'll see ya. Who's you? Each elven god represents an aspect of their ancient civilization. Each story a metaphor for this aspect. June's, however you want to say it, is least understood. Depictions stretch back to ancient Islothan, but he appears most seldom of all their deities. Dalish legend says June is a god of crafts and building, but the oldest depictions have none of the tools and the Dalish associate with him. June's role may have changed over time or simply cannot be understood today. As the elves fell, ancient Vinter spared little thought to preserving any Dalish culture not convenient or understood. Oh, nothing to say about this. That's why I don't ever know how to fucking pronounce it, because Morgan doesn't say their name. I don't know if it's June or June, and they're the most mysterious ones, so it's hard. I kind of just like the way June sounds.
Yeah.
So I say it that way, but it's probably fucking June. I like to add a little flair.
See, I really like the name June. I think June is a really nice name.
Yeah, it's not a bad name. I just like June. I like saying it. Okay. This is the last one. Will y'all actually behave and stay if I tell you to stay? No. I can stay.
I swear to God, if I turn around. Okay.
Forget the best way to do this one. Let's do this. Can I make that jump? I can't. Okay.
Lit.
Come, let us see if the doors have opened.
Okay, I'm gonna look for more mosaics. Hold.
Also, I love how the first one was the hardest one. Like, with all the levers and stuff, all the rest of them were so easy.
It honestly wasn't even hard.
To have a campfire.
Just forgot how to do it.
Right in this little area.
Yes?
No, sorry. I'm just trying to jump.
As you wish.
But you're following me. Oh, I guess you guys can all follow me.
Alright, you clingy babies. Come on.
I know I'm missing some.
Will you abandon these rituals, Inquisitor? Think carefully. There is no return once we leap after the Templars.
I
Bitch,
wasn't going to.
I've already done this. Calm yourself.
We're just exploring.
How do you like it? Making sure we're not missing anything. Okay. Why did I think we're missing something? Unless there's more deeper in. I can't remember. There might be. I'll just get on the lawn.
Tis not what I expected. What was this chamber used for?
Mine and Bull's armor matches.
We're being watched.
I love you.
Vernavis. You are unlike the other invaders. You have the features of those who call themselves Elven. You bear the mark of magic, which is familiar. How has this come to pass? What is your connection to those who first disturbed our slumber?
They are our enemies?
They are my enemies, as well as yours.
I am called Abelas. We are sentinels, tasked with standing against those who trespass on sacred ground. We wake only to fight, to preserve this place. Our numbers diminish with each invasion. I know what you seek. Like all who have come before you, you wish to drink from the Vira Belasan.
The place of the Way of Sorrows. He speaks of the well.
It is not for you. It is not for any of you.
So, you're elves from ancient times, before the Tevinter Imperium destroyed Arlathan.
The Shemlin did not destroy Arlathan. We Elven warred upon ourselves. By the time the doors to this sanctuary closed, our time was over. We awaken only when called, and each time find the world more foreign than before. It is meaningless. We endure. The Vira Belasan must be preserved.
What is this Vira Belasan exactly?
It is a path, one walked only by those who toiled in Mythal's favor.
He speaks of priests, perhaps.
More than that, you need not know.
The elves need you.
Our people have lost everything. They need you. They could learn from you.
Our people? The ones we see in the forest, shadows wearing Valisleen. You are not my people. And you have invaded our sanctum as readily as the Shemlin.
We knew this place was sacred. We've respected it as best we could.
I believe you. Trespassers you are, but you have followed rites of petition. You have shown respect to Mythal. If these others are enemies of yours, we will aid you in destroying them. When this is done, you shall be permitted to depart. And never return.
This is our goal, is it not? There is no reason to fight these sentinels.
Consider carefully. You must stop Corypheus, yes, but you may also need the well for your own.
No, we're gonna side with the ancient elves.
Okay, so accept the bargain?
Yeah.
I accept your offer.
You will be guided to those you seek. As for the Vira Belasan, it shall not be despoiled. Even if I must destroy it myself.
No!
Morrigan!
There goes Morrigan. Cool art.
Sorry, Morgan, but I think I've been playing my character this whole time as like someone who
this would be
believes in the Dalish pantheon and like.
That's helpful.
So her thing would be like, yeah, whatever these ancient elves want, like, you know, we're not here to do anything. So sorry, Morgan, but
yeah. No, I always side with them. If you jump down the hole, you have to fight them. Or if you like don't accept their bargain, you have to fight them. But if you accept them, they take you past all of this fighting. Because you would have to fight them and the Red Templars. But you just get to bypass all of that if you go this way.
Yeah, plus I don't want to destroy the ancient elves.
'Cause I think if you go through here, like, this is optional, but we can come and help them. Yeah, I know, the ancient elves are cool.
Yeah.
And I love Atlas, he's so hot. His little armor. Cool too. I've read a gross amount of fanfiction of threesomes with him and Silas and the Inquisitor.
Send them to me when we are done with this game.
There's a lot of improper use of magic and ancient temple.
Hey, there's been a tag I've read many a times. It's improper use of forehead ribbon, improper use of sword. So
it's one of my favorites. Improper use.
No, I'm probably gonna play this game 11 times. I think that's the right number.
I've probably played it more than that, so that's being generous.
Well, I was thinking of all the companions.
Yeah,
to do
like
all
to
the
just
different
do one
romance.
each. But
Yeah,
I just keep doing it over and over again.
I mean, I said with Stardew Valley, I was gonna play it only like just romance a different
Couple
person every
times,
time. I've played it more than there are bachelors and bachelorettes. I've had more saves than that. Half of them are Sebastian.
Yeah.
Even though I said I would romance everybody, I just keep going back to Sebastian.
That's how I am with this game too.
This place looks untouched.
You have any idea how much this place is worth?
We did not come to cart off the last of elven glory.
I'm just saying.
We can loot only a little bit.
Just a little.
Alright. The Judgment of Mythal. Whenever one of the people wronged another, they would not call on Elgranon to avenge them, for his fury would destroy all it touched. Mythal saw this bring strife among the people and went to Elgranon. She offered to deliver justice when the people warred against themselves. Elgranon saw her wisdom and agreed, bidding all to obey by her verdicts. Some petitioning Mythal for justice hid jealousy, accusing those who had done them no wrong. She saw their lies and struck them down. Others petitioning Mythal for justice burned with wrath for imagined slights. She saw their weak hearts and struck them down. Those coming to her with clear minds and open hearts were granted judgment and protection, and Mythal harried their enemies until the end of their days.
So, Mythal kind of reminds me of a blend of Jupiter, which is the Roman god, which, I mean, people would know her as Hera, but the Roman gods were always more, like, a little bit more violent
Vicious, yeah.
than the Greek gods, but also sort of like Nemesis, like, whereas people think Nemesis is just the goddess, like the minor goddess of revenge, but it was more about justice. Like her image was the scales, and so she's kind of like a blend of Jupiter and Nemesis, is what I'm gathering.
Pensra,
Like the mother, but she's also.
I believe she would prefer that we remain close.
Just a quick look around.
Just looking. But yeah, no, that's good. Comparison, I would say. Okay, Gillenane. Gillenane kept herself apart from the people. She used her power to create animals none had ever seen. The skies teemed with her monsters, the land with her beasts. Andrul hunted them all, and after a year of killing, approached Gillenane with an offer. The gods would share their power with Gillenane, but only if she destroyed her creations, for they were too untamed to remain among the people. Gillenane agreed and asked for 3 days to undo what she had made. On the first day, she struck down the monsters of the air, except those she presented to Andrul as a gift. On the second day, she drowned the giants of the sea, except those in deep waters, for they were too well wrought, and pride stopped her hand. On the third day, she killed the beast of the land, except the Hala, whose grace she loved above all else. This is how Gillenane was made youngest of the gods.
No.
Song to Elgranon. Elgranon, wrath and thunder, give us glory, give us victory over the earth that shakes our cities. Strike the usurpers with your lightning, burn the ground under your gaze. Bring winged death against those who throw down our work. Elgranon, help us tame the land. Okay, Dirthamin. Twins in Shadow. Dirthamin and Falandine were linked in Dalish legend as inseparable twin brothers. Scraps of elven stories from after the fall of Arlathan, transcribed into Devinter and recently lent to our fair university, refer to them as twin souls, but draw no family connection. The oldest stories never even named them directly, referring to Falandine as Dirthamin's shadow, and Dirthamin as Falandine's reflection. The little we understand implies their bond was not romantic, beyond even the strongest friendship. The legends of Dirthamin and Falandine may have been an allegory for complex elven relationships we lack context to comprehend. Alright, I think that's this room. Let's go! Waddle your way up. Anything? Okay. We're going that way. What's this way? Follow, please. Oh, this is where we were
been in
earlier?
here before.
Okay. You
Okay.
just made a circle.
I was like, this room looks familiar.
Yeah, I was like, why can't I loot? Because we already looted it. Okay, I just did a little circle. That's cool. Alright. Sleaze. Song to Sleaze. Sleaze whose heart rivals Elgranon's light. Sleaze whose temples rival Mythal's cities. Sleaze whose breath rivals Andrul's spear. Sleaze whose skill rival June's crafts. Sleaze whose fire cannot be quenched. We give ourselves gladly to your service. Alright, you going that way? What's this?
See, the glow is awesome because I missed his like prismatic axe that was different colors, but that glow, I'm like, yes,
this is the good choice.
He deserves to be flashy.
Good working with you guys. Good working. Just gonna take a look around. Okay, this might be where Sentinel ends up bringing us. So let's go back to that. Make sure we're not missing any goodies.
See, I almost told you to jump from all the way up there.
You're usually the one that doesn't want me to do that.
I know, but in Polya you don't take fall damage. So I was like, yeah, just jump down. But in this game you do take fall damage. And I almost forgot.
It's not too much usually though.
But I was fully like, yeah, because in Polya I just jump off cliffs all the time. There is no fall damage.
You got a little glider.
No, just jumping
yeah,
off.
that
You just
too.
roll.
But gliding's fun.
I hate gliding.
Oh, really?
Holding off the Red Templars.
No, so I stopped playing Genshin Impact because I was so into Genshin Impact. I wanted to play it so bad until it came to the gliding, and I had to pass a license test, and I couldn't fucking do it.
Go through the rings.
I spent like 3 hours trying to do it and gave up and never played Genshin Impact again.
Yeah.
But then I started playing Polya and saw that you had to glide, and I was like,
you don't have to. Well, for some of the temples, I guess you do.
but then it showed me how to glide, and I was like, wait, this isn't that bad. And then so I re-downloaded Genshin Impact.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna get into Genshin Impact again. I can't. My wallet can't.
Do you have to spend money on it? Maybe I never got far in the game.
No, it's just for extras, which
Okay.
I am a sucker for usually.
Yeah, see, I never got far enough in the game where I needed to spend money, but...
For like a chance to like roll characters and stuff.
Okay.
Like a gotcha aspect. Cause I had the same problem. I have the same problem a little bit with Polya. I've spent some real life money on it. I had the same problem with Disney Dreamlight Valley. I had the same problem with Infinity Nikki. When I used to play WoW, when I used to play Final Fantasy Online, I just... Give me a game. I love a cosmetic. I love a little pet. I'm gonna pay for it.
I haven't spent anything in Polya yet, but that could be subject to change.
I didn't, I bought the, because it was a free game, so I went ahead and bought, the Founders Pack, which was, $6, and I was like, yeah, I'll throw $6 at this game. And then it gave me some coins to be able to, buy my fox and my little mushroom outfit. I was like, yeah, this is sick. I'm happy. Just do a save in case the game fucks up. Haven't saved in a while.
The Well of Sorrows.
Maker's balls.
So Mythal endures.
That's... something.
Aren't you impressed, Bull?
You love it, Bull.
Fight on! An army of these bastards won't stop us!
Oh,
How will
well,
you get
we
to the well,
will.
General? Tell me you brought some...
Oh, I'm coming for you!
You tough bastards. A day's march, hours of fighting, and still fierce as dragons. The Chantry never knew what it was throwing away.
Samson, sir, watch out!
Inquisitor. You and those elf things don't know when to stop. You've hunted us half across Thedas. I should have guessed you'd follow us into this hole.
Maddox is dead?
I spoke with your Tranquil, Maddox. He sacrificed himself for your cause.
I told him not to. He died as one of us then. One of the faithful. Corypheus chose me twice. First as his general, now as the vessel for the Well of Sorrows. You know what's inside the well? Wisdom. The kind of wisdom that can scour a world. I give it to Corypheus, that he can walk into the Fade without your precious anchor.
He's not getting the well.
I'll see Corypheus dead before I let him wield that power.
How are you going to stop it? You're no match for Corypheus. Even if you drink from the well, you'll never master its wisdom as he could. This is the strength the Chantry tried to bind. But it's a new world now, with a new god. So, Inquisitor, how will this go?
Well, I have a Dagna, and...
Oh, so destroys already.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know what that meant.
That's what we worked on with Cullen's quest, and Dagna made a thing that, he's just souped up his armor that makes him really tough, but we're literally going to take it away from him and be like, ha-ha.
Okay, yes.
Power's all well and good, until it's taken away.
What did you do? What did you do? My armor is gone. The lyrium. I need it. Kill them all!
And there was only Samson.
I'll show you, bastards! There we are!
What did
What's
he
your
do
flag?
to us?
He like stuns. He has a move that stuns you. It's really annoying.
Oh. Aw, Bull took his first damage.
Come on then!
But where we also sided with the elves, so yeah, one of them helping us too for this fight, if you notice. Just a little extra bonus.
I did see them. They, their axe is like active bulls. They both have a hammer looking thing.
Quit stunning me, Eva. I'm doing a good job.
So tall. Or
He's
am I
like
tripping?
He's like enhanced. The delirium enhanced thing.
Okay.
Make himself
I was like, 'cause
creepy.
he's even taller than Bull, and I'm like, he's just a guy.
Bitch.
Not well, you French. You can't take it from Corypheus. You mustn't.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Still breathing after all that. Impressive.
We can take him back to Skyhold for judgment.
You heard his parting words, Inquisitor. The elf seeks to destroy the Well of Sorrows.
So the sanctum is despoiled at last.
You would have destroyed the well yourself, given the chance.
To keep it from your grasping fingers. Better it be lost than bestowed upon the undeserving.
Fool. You'd let your people's legacy rot in the shadows.
Okay, what does "we stopped Samson, we're done" mean? Like, does that mean we need to just go now?
Yeah.
Okay, then. Or, wait, does that include Morgan?
Yeah, that's like, we did it, we're done.
Okay, because I think that's what I want to discourage Morgan from, like, trying to go for the well.
Okay.
Corypheus needed Samson to use the well. Without him, there's no vessel to claim it.
The moment we leave, he will send more forces to secure this place. The well clearly offers power, Inquisitor. If that power can be turned against Corypheus, can you afford not to use it?
Do you even know what you ask? As each servant of Mythal reached the end of their years, they would pass their knowledge on through this. All that we were, all that we knew, it would be lost forever.
Okay, I think I'm confused.
Okay. What do you need help with?
So, we're trying to stop Morgan from drinking from the well, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, at that point, we're trying to stop her from going against the bargain. But now he's kind of given up. And so now your choice is like, well, if it's already lost because no one knew you were here. You're just going to lock away all this knowledge, or you can just sympathize with what he's going through. Those are kind of your options right now. I'm going to tell you, you're going to use the well, but you're going to have a choice about who uses the well.
Okay.
So you don't ever get to not use the well. It's part of this mission.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say I'm sorry to him that he's going through this, because I sympathize with the ancient elves.
Okay.
This can't be easy holding on to what's left.
You cannot imagine. Each time we awaken, it slips further from our grasp.
There are other places, friend, other duties. Your people yet linger.
Elven such as you?
Yes, such as I.
You have shown respect to Mythal, and there is a righteousness in you I cannot deny. Is that your desire? To partake of the Vira Belasan as best you can? To fight your enemy?
I mean, I wasn't going to, but I mean, if you'll allow it.
Not without your permission.
One does not obtain permission. One obtains the right. The Vira Belasan may be too much for a mortal to comprehend. Brave it if you must. But know you this. You shall be bound forever to the will of Mythal.
Bound to a goddess who no longer exists, if she ever did.
Bound as we are bound. The choice is yours.
I'm gonna ask both.
Okay.
Just so you can get a little bit more.
Is it possible this Mythal might still exist?
Anything is possible.
Elven legend states that Mythal was tricked by Fen-Harel and banished to the Beyond.
Elven legend is wrong. The Dread Wolf had nothing to do with her murder.
Murder? I said nothing of...
She was slain, if a god truly can be. Betrayed by those who destroyed this temple. Yet the Vira Belasan remains. As do we. That is something.
Are you leaving the temple?
Our duty ends. Why remain?
There is a place for you, Lethaline, if you seek it.
Perhaps there are places the Shemlin have not touched. It may be that only Uthenera awaits us. The blissful sleep of eternity, never to awaken, if fate is kind.
Thank you.
Thank you for this gift, Abelas.
Do not thank me yet, Shemlin.
Malas Amalin Nahalam Abalas.
I'm not a Shemlin.
His name, Abalas, means sorrow. I said, I hoped he finds a new name.
You'll note the intact Illuvian. I was correct on that count, at least.
Is it still a threat? Can Corypheus use it to travel the Fade?
You recall when I took you through my Illuvian, I said each required a key? The well is the key. Take its power, and Mythal's last Illuvian will be no more use to Corypheus than glass. I did not expect the well to feel so... hungry.
Be careful.
Let's not be reckless. I don't want anyone hurt.
I am willing to pay the price the well demands. I am also the best suited to use its knowledge in your service.
Or more likely to your own ends?
What would you know of my ends, elf?
You are a glutton drooling at the sight of a feast. You cannot be trusted.
Of those present, I alone have the training to make use of this. Let me drink, Inquisitor.
You alone? This is my heritage.
I have studied the oldest lore. I have delved into mysteries of which you could only dream. Can you honestly tell me there is anyone better suited?
It's your call. Right now, you're still just discussing with her.
Solus, question mark?
What about you, Solus?
No. Do not ask me again.
All right. Yeah. Me?
I would be. You lead the Inquisition. This is not a risk you can take. I have the best chance of making use of the well for everyone. Let me drink.
You're not concerned about the price? Bound forever to the will of Mythal?
Bound to the will of a dead god? It seems an empty warning. Perhaps a compulsion yet remains. Who can say otherwise? I do not fear it, even so.
You really want this?
Are you sure you want this, Morrigan? We don't know what will happen.
We do not, and yet it must be done. I am ready.
Thoughts?
She is right about only one thing. We should take the power which lies in that well.
I trust you with this power more than her. But it's not for me to decide.
Any chance this well could help us against Corypheus? I say you take it.
Enough deliberation. Give me your decision.
Inquisitor gains, Morgan gains, or you can use your corrupted knowledge to know a little bit more about it. I'm pretty sure that also means you take it.
Oh.
I'm not sure though. It doesn't give you the same, so it might just be more conversation. Don't. Because it doesn't give you the thing that's usually like a decision maker.
Then give me more information.
Looking at it, listening to it. That's not just knowledge from the ancient elven priests. It's their will.
How would you know such a thing?
That's what Abelas was telling us. The collective will of the priests puts anyone who drinks under a compulsion, a gas. Can't you feel it?
That would match the legends, but it does not tell us what the gas entails. I would still use the well, but you are right. We must be cautious.
This is a decision that has plagued players for 10 years. So it's your call. I've done both. I have one I do more often, but I like it for storytelling reasons, but I can't tell you because it's a spoiler.
Hey, you don't have to tell me the storytelling reasons, but you could tell me the one you choose.
I don't want to influence. What are you leaning towards?
I don't know. I'm literally at like a blank.
If you were playing on your own, with me not here, what would you do? You've heard everyone talk. Your companions think they trust you more. Morgan says she's the only one qualified. You know Morgan from past games.
See, the thing
Neither one is a bad decision.
The thing that's getting me is the price.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the Inquisition. And if I'm supposed to be like, do I have to give up the Inquisition for the well?
No. Does not affect that at all.
Does it affect Bull?
No. He told you to take it.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you lose... The price was a sacrifice that you make bound to the will of Mythal, but you lose the things that are personal to you.
Mm-hmm. Would you not say you're already bound to Mythal because you have her Valisloom?
I do. That's why I'm, like... Part of me was, like, thinking, okay, yeah, Morgan, go for it. But the only thing that's stopping me is the fact that I have the Mythal tattoo, that I am... You know, I worship Mythal. That is because I'm trying to stay in character, and I'm like, I feel like my Inquisitor, because of her worship of Mythal and the fact that she, like, made sure we went through everything the right way, she feels like she would be the one who would be qualified as a worshiper of Mythal to take it, especially also because she's an elf. Morgan is a human, so it's like, I don't know, though.
Yeah, I mean, I say if you think that's what you're... Like, definitely be in character if that's what I like to do.
Then I'll take the well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want you, like, feeling like I pressured you or you're doubting.
I'm taking the well.
Uh-huh.
Now tell me what you usually do.
I usually take the well.
Okay. Because I wasn't going to change my mind even if you said you usually didn't take the well, but...
So you will take what little knowledge you can understand and let the rest go to waste?
go to waste. Oh.
And who's to say it will go to
Love
waste?
that.
I do. Perhaps it is better this way. Do as you will with the Well of Sorrows, Inquisitor. But be careful.
Why am I here? Corypheus, a Magister wishes to rip the veil open. I must learn how to stop him.
Your aid is worth any price.
If you can help me vanquish Corypheus, take whatever price you wish.
Inquisitor! Inquisitor! How do you feel?
The Illuvian!
Through the mirror!
We got an achievement? I thought you had all the achievements in this game.
Not on the EA app. For some reason,
Oh.
Steam and EA didn't cross over, so now I'm getting them on EA, even
Oh,
though I
okay.
have them all on Steam and on PlayStation. I don't know. I'm like, sure, I'll get them all on EA too.
It is done.
I'm pleased to report we won the battle, Inquisitor. When you went through that mirror, Corypheus and his archdemon fled the field. I'm not sure why.
What he wanted was no longer within the temple.
Perhaps. He spent so long trying to get into the temple, he probably couldn't have helped his forces by that point.
Then Corypheus is finished.
If he is wise, he will hide and rebuild his strength before he attacks again.
He will not. He won't hide.
You hear it. The well speaks to you.
It's trying to.
It's voices, whispering from so far away I can barely hear them.
If only one who understood such voices had used the well's power instead.
Then we'd have to rely on her interpretation of them, and whatever she chose to tell us.
Have I not been forthcoming enough for you, Spy Master? I told you what the well could have done, Inquisitor. You should be hearing shouts from the heavens, not whispers.
Then help me understand?
Then help me. Isn't that what you came here to do?
Earlier, you said you knew what needed to be done next. What did you mean?
The dragon isn't an archdemon. It's a dragon in which Corypheus has invested part of his power. Kill it, and his ability to jump to other bodies is disrupted for a time. He can be killed.
That's no simple task. Corypheus alone is powerful, but with his dragon...
I need to summon Mythal.
Whatever Mythal was, goddess or myth?
There. An altar in the wilderness. That's where I need to go.
I see you are determined. So be it.
Are you certain of this?
It's all we can do.
We have no choice. If Corypheus comes here now...
I'll see to Skyhold's defenses in the meantime.
Alright, we drank from the well. Do we want to end this, or do we want to talk to everyone and then end it? Because everyone's gonna have opinions on what just happened.
Let's talk to everyone and then end it.
Alright. Do you feel good about your decision?
I guess.
At your order. It comes swiftly, this moment that will be spoken of for ages. The day the Herald of Andraste challenged the Darkspawn that thought itself a god. Defeat him, and you'll be more than a holy woman to the people. You'll enter legend.
I didn't do this alone.
I couldn't have come this far without the Inquisition at my back.
And there is the modesty people respect. People joined the Inquisition after hearing you were blessed, but they've stayed because of how you lead. I wanted to tell you that I shared their sentiments, Inquisitor, and... well, I suppose I just did.
You're a good friend.
You've always been there for us, Josephine. And for me.
It means much to hear you say that. Farewell, my lady. When you face Corypheus...
It's not over yet, Josephine.
May you walk in the light.
Damn, girl!
We have an interesting development, Inquisitor.
Okay.
A petition from citizens of Val Royal. They wish to know what Andraste said to you in the Fade.
They think she spoke to me.
Even Leliana can't trace the rumor's origin. It may be expedient to respond to those asking for Andraste's words.
But I never saw Andraste.
It's not Andraste who saved me.
Few people outside Skyhold know it was Divine Justinia who delivered you from the Fade. You could attempt to tell Valroyo's citizens the truth, though it may not be as inspiring as they hope.
Say Andraste loves us all.
Tell these petitioners Andraste said she cares for us, always, as she walks by the Maker's side.
A fine sentiment. We will have it proclaimed in Val Royal.
Whatever.
Inquisitor. So, you've been hanging
you not
out
have
with Three
anything
Eyes? He does good work. Nothing compared to Bianca.
Are we?
Personally, I'm happy with traps.
Hey, if they keep your skin in one piece, that's all that matters.
I guess we're done with you for now.
Carry on.
Okay, let's see it. I know you got shit to say.
Yeah.
Where are you at?
Oh, I was like, damn, he just fucking left.
Does he have a new mural? Yep, oh, there it is. Hi, I'm sorry, don't be mad at me.
Why did you do it? I warned you not to.
Solus.
You gave yourself into the service of an ancient elven god.
What does that mean exactly?
You are Mythal's creature now. Everything you do, whether you know it or not, will be for her. You have given up a part of yourself.
Why does this bother you?
You don't even believe in the ancient elven gods.
I don't believe they were gods, no, but I believe that they existed. Something existed to start the legends. If not gods, then mages. Or spirits. Or something we've never seen. And you are bound to one of them now. I suppose it is better you have the power than Corypheus. Which leads to the next logical question. What will you do with the power of the well once Corypheus is dead?
I'll rely on those I trust.
I'm not arrogant enough to think it's my decision alone.
Okay.
Whatever happens, we'll do it together.
You think to share your power, to avoid the temptation to misuse it. A noble sentiment, but ultimately a mistake.
Why?
Because while one selfless woman may walk away from the lure of power's corruption, no group has ever done so.
I don't care if he disapproves. I'm just gonna be like, we will.
I trust my friends.
I know that mistake well enough to carve the angles of her face from memory.
Why is this so important to you?
You have not been what I expected, Inquisitor. You have impressed me. You must not let false modesty allow you to pass your power to someone else. There are few regrets sharper than watching fools squander what you sacrifice to achieve. Forgive my melancholy. Corypheus has cost us much. The Temple of Mythal did not deserve such a fate. The orb he carries, and its stolen power, that at least we may still recover. With luck, some of the past may yet survive.
Sounds like you're leaving.
You planning to leave before we take down the bad guy?
No, but there may not be a later. It seemed wise to say my goodbyes now. Good
Should we
afternoon.
kiss?
Yeah, I always like taking the well, especially when if you romance him, because he gets so mad, and you can have a little fight, and then he like just says he's worried about you. Like,
see, even without romancing him, I still felt that way. I was like, oh.
cutscene.
What happened at the Elven Temple? It's got me thinking. I should go back, shouldn't I? To Tevinter. Once this is done. If we're still alive. All my talk of how terribly wrong things are back home. But what do I do about it? Nothing.
How does this relate to the Elven Temple?
You encountered ancient elves. A piece of history. Something the Imperium didn't destroy. Maybe my people can atone for what we've done. There is something still left to restore. Maybe not all of us want to, but that could be altered. If you can change minds, so can I.
You could do great things.
Someone with your impeccable taste could transform Tevinter.
I hope
I'd
you're
hate
right.
saying goodbye to Dorian, though.
You
but
usually are. It might
if
surprise
anyone
you to
could
know
make a change, it'd be
that
him.
you're the one who inspired me. You're shaping the world, for good or ill. How could I aspire to do any less? If it means proving that Tevinter can be better, that there's hope even for my homeland, I would do anything.
All these goodbyes. Maybe it's so sad.
Something you need?
No.
You know where I'll be.
Here is the request Harriet made. I will see he gets it.
Where's Liliana?
The Inquisitor.
Oh, shit.
I was pondering who might be divine, and it suddenly occurred to me. Is it so ridiculous for the Grand Clerics to support me? Why shouldn't they?
I'd support you.
I think you would make a good divine.
I am glad to hear it. Your support may persuade the Grand Clerics to vote in my favor. Justinia wanted the Chantry to grow, but her reforms never took root. She was held back by tradition and was too gentle to force change. I will make that mistake.
I don't want to say any of this. I just want to be like, good job, you got this.
I mean, you can't force change.
Yeah, I guess.
And I'm sure getting blown up didn't help.
Yeah.
First one?
Yeah.
You can't force people to change their minds.
Then how will change ever come? People do not simply happen upon enlightenment. Most must be carried there. Justinia thought the circles needed to change. But why stop there? The Chantry alienated potential allies by brutalizing elves and belittling dwarves. If we could bring them into the fold, wouldn't we have peace? There are those who would cling to the old ways, of course. But they will see. I would make them see. But I've rambled on too long. I am not divine. Yet.
Like the sentiments, a little aggressive.
I didn't get the chance to say so earlier. But welcome back to Skyhold. After that terrible journey through the Fade.
We haven't talked to you in a
It
while.
must feel good to stand on solid ground again, no?
Yes, I'm glad.
I'm thankful to be back. No one should enter the Fade physically.
And you've done it twice now. Shall I count you fortunate or unfortunate?
Is that it? Okay.
I'll be here.
Bye, Souls. Bye, Souls.
Unless you want to yell at me a little bit again, that was kind of hot.
Though all before me is shadow, yet shall the Maker be my guide. I shall not be left to wander the drifting roads of the beyond. For there is no darkness in the Maker's light, and nothing that he has wrought shall be lost.
A prayer for you?
For those we have lost, and those I am afraid to lose.
You haven't lost your faith?
I'm glad you haven't lost your faith.
I've questioned it at times, but I found comfort in faith when life offered little. Corypheus will retaliate. It's only a matter of time. We must draw strength wherever we can.
It never ends, does it?
Unless he gets bored and surrenders. Any chance of that?
I doubt it.
If you're romancing him, there's a whole shtick about how he's really afraid for you. And then he takes you to his secret spot for peace and gives you his good luck charm.
Aw, that's so cute.
Yeah, because he wants to protect you, and he's very terrified you're gonna die. It's cute. It's also really sad. Let's go here. See if Blackwall has anything.
The war in Olay has claimed too many lives. I pray that it's over for good.
I guess not. Okay, then. To the other side. Yep, you always have
Victory in the Arbor Wilds. The archdemon might have been a real threat to our army, but it flew off once we turned the tide. It is still out there, however. I wonder what Corypheus plans now.
I feel like she doesn't appreciate jokes. If he returns, we'll face him.
We'll deal with whatever he throws at us.
Do not underestimate Corypheus. He is powerful, and you have yet to fight him one-on-one. But he will come. You will get your chance.
We have in another life, in another game. You aren't worried?
You don't seem concerned about that.
I'm terrified. Yet I have faith in you.
Cassandra!
Not long ago, this was impossible to imagine. You, a valued friend, victory close at hand. The time has come to consider what will come next.
I have plans.
Oh, I have plans of my own.
As you should. Blessed are they who stand before the corrupt and the wicked, and do not falter.
I forgot that her and Liliana were both
You
going
have
for
come
divine,
far, my friend.
and so I just said,
It
"Yeah,
has
you should
been
be
an honor.
divine." And then it came up for Cassandra, and I was like, "Well, fuck, I forgot about that."
It's her, Liliana, and Vivian are all up for divine.
Well, definitely not Vivian. Vivian's so hot, I just don't like her. She's so mean.
Took me to the other side.
It's not even that she's mean. I just don't like the fact that she supports the circle and being like, yeah, mages shouldn't have another one.
Planning troop movements now.
I'm trying to imagine what it will look like when we're done. All of this once belonged to the Tevinter Imperium. Andraste changed that, as did the Blights. As for what will come next, I cannot guess the Maker's plan.
We make things better.
We make the world a better place.
Because everyone agrees on what better means. I know I want a world where people trust the Chantry and that trust is respected. I want to respect tradition, but not fear change. I want to right past wrongs, but not avenge them. And I have no idea if my wanting these things makes any of them right.
They're admirable goals.
Even if they're not right, they're certainly admirable.
Some would disagree. They would call it heresy.
That didn't sound like the ravings of a heretic, Cassandra.
Perhaps not. But it takes precious little effort to paint even an act of compassion as damaging. Tell me, what guides you? You make decisions that shake the world, yet always seem so assured. I wish I had your confidence.
You almost sound like you admire me.
I absolutely do. I may not always agree with your decisions, but how many could do what you have done? You were a prisoner, accused and reviled, yet you've emerged from every trial victorious. The Maker's grace does not make you immortal. You live or die by your own hand. That is worthy of admiration.
I obey my conscience.
I'm guided by what my conscience tells me.
Your conscience must speak more clearly than mine.
I doubt it, but I do my best.
Think of it. Like Andraste long ago, once again the fate of Thedas will be determined by a woman. It makes me proud to know you.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
We still have a long road to travel, Inquisitor. Wherever it takes us, I'm glad you're here.
So cute.
I know, she's so
Anything
cute.
else?
Is there anything you need?
Okay, that's enough for now.
I love her so
Another
much.
time, then.
I do too. I love Cassandra. Her romance is really sweet, but you have to be a man, which is makes no sense.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Cassandra is not straight. Sorry.
No, absolutely not. Oh, you probably want to do him last.
Yeah.
Inquisitor.
I hope it's not me.
Oh, hi, yeah. Listen, stand there. Right there. Now, about Mythal.
What should my reaction be?
Sarah, I don't know what reaction you want, but can this be it so we can be done?
All right. So maybe it's still you. Someone needed to do something. I mean, you went wading into a well of sorrows. Who hears that and thinks, well, done kabut, let's have a go? Even mad old Abelas said elves destroyed themselves. The only believable bit in a sea of clear demon bait. It makes messing with their relics real stupid. So, test done, you're still you.
we can leave these lies behind.
What?
Why are you dismissing what happened in Mythal?
Of course. None of it holds up. I mean, it was impressive and all. Makes the Dalish look like tits for living in the woods, but so what? There can't be a bunch of gods and the Maker. Don't matter how much or little you believe, those don't fit. So call me stupid, but I believe the stuff not made up by dead people who failed. Mythal is a ruin full of demons. I mean, it just makes sense, right?
I believe it's all true.
The evidence is hard to ignore. I believe it.
No, now you're stupid. You can't think that because it's stupid.
But everything we saw.
Why believe it? Because Aberlas looked weird? If that's all it takes, Corypheus' shitheel is full of lumpy truth. I get it. You're an elf. Be all elfy. But this? You're the frigging herald of Andraste. Every time you open your mouth, you'll sound like an idiot.
I've said I'm not her herald.
It's not as if it matters what I believe. I've already denied being the herald.
Not for me to say, yeah. Just saying. Anyway, believe what you want. So long as we kill Corypheus, whatever. Something on?
Yeah, I don't know anything new.
I'll be back if I need you.
You're still not dating Dad? How do I trigger that?
I don't know.
Oh.
Corypheus died, and then he didn't. That's why he always felt wrong, like he didn't fit inside himself. He wears another man's life. I thought dying was forever.
You and me both.
So did I. Corypheus seems to break a lot of rules.
Oh, okay, bye. Oh.
But is it him? Is he real? If a man can be dead and then not, could I have saved the real Cole?
You did all you could.
What happened to him wasn't your fault.
His hands were bruised from beating on the wall. It was dark, like the cabinet where he hid to escape his father. His belly hurt like knives, throat cracked dry. He was alone. I pushed through and held his hand. It was all I could do. He said, "Thank you."
I love my son.
Thank you.
Go. You sweet baby. That one always makes me a little teary.
Yeah.
Would that I could.
Of course. He meant to watch forever. He called himself Sorrow.
Did we ever do this?
May I ask how things are, now that you're more human?
It hurts. Everything hurts. Everyone remembers me now. I can only make them miss me for a few heartbeats. But I'm real. More real, anyway. And I understand more than I did.
I'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Sweet being.
Know well what did befell our heroes wise
Can I
and
finally talk
wondrous.
to you?
The risk. There is an issue that you should address. I think it's worth your time, Inquisitor.
Okay.
So to kill Corypheus, all we have to do is kill his dragon first? That's easy. We're good at killing shit. Just one more big
Of course,
fight
he
to
wants
put
to kill a
this
dragon.
Magister asshole down for good. I knew you'd get us here, boss.
Thanks for your help.
It's been an honor, Bull.
Oh, don't get like that. This isn't goodbye. We're kicking this guy's ass.
Alright. Well, I think that was everyone. So, getting down to the end. Everyone's saying goodbye. Not a lot left.
Oh, don't you just love it? Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We do hope you enjoyed. Please do remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!